Okay, so I've got a little bit of something for you today. I've got a little bit of an unboxing thing going on, okay? So I actually got this from a retailer, from a seller quite far away. So I'm going to tell you what I got. It is pretty exciting, but also pretty nerve-wracking because some of these are actually pretty complex, okay? So first of all, is it Pseudolithos migiurtinus or something? I don't even know how to say it, but here we go. This is called the dinosaur egg. Tiny, sensitive little bastard right there. Okay, arrived in phenomenal condition. Okay, and then we have, and I have to put a glove on this one, and these are nothing outlandish. These are pretty normal, not normal, but pretty relatively common Astrophytum cacti, 3 different species of them. Okay, this is a thorny one, so I'm going to call this one spikehead, and this is a bishop's cap. Okay, this is a bishop's cap, and this one is, I don't know the name for it, but it's a glossy skin one. Okay, it's a glossy skin. So look, these are right bare rooted. Okay, so you have to handle them with a lot more delicacy than not. Okay, so, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them away. I'm going to put them in such a way that I don't shock them with light and heat and let them settle. So first I'm going to mix my highly gritty, low organic material, and I purposely dried out some pumice because you don't want it to be too wet, because you don't want the soil, either the roots, to be too shocked. Okay, so this is one of those things. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to prioritize mixing this first. Okay, I'm going to plant that Pseudolithos whatever blah blah first. Okay, so I'm going to super gritty. Okay, super gritty. I'm going to mix that soil and I'm going to focus on that first. I'm going to focus on that first. Throw away the big bits of bark. So this is probably about 65, maybe 70, actually 70% dirt and 70% dirt, and I'm going to, this will need to be handled very delicately. There you go. Okay, so very delicate there. So I'm gonna not water that or touch that for a few days, and then I'll water it just a little bit. So these are known to be exceptionally difficult to care for. So I'm a little bit nervous about it, but you know, it's cheap enough, and you know, it's not like an animal where, you know, you don't want it to suffer and die. It's just a plant, but obviously it's not easy to get them in New Zealand, and you know, so There we go. There we go. Look at that. So that's what it looks like. There we go. So let's leave that out. The next thing I'm going to do is